So, hello and welcome to the train room. Yes, not so much has happened lately because we were busy with other project. I was mostly busy with other video on my other channel, Explore Norway. There I make a complete guide about Oslo. You can watch it here. The link is in the description. Would be glad if a couple of more people would watch it, and it's quite a. It has become a bit long, so but it's very detailed. So yeah, let's dig straight into it. What happened in the rest of March, April, May, and part of June. So one of the first thing we did was to color the tracks in the helix, and we have found a nice kit from I don't know which one. Well, it was an airbrush kit, but we are going to make a tutorial because Sven Magnus has really mastered it. And every time you paint the tracks you have to clean them, and we spend a lot of time, and we used one of the worst rolling locomotive to be sure that everything works, and then we used the cleaning train, and yeah, so yeah, we have to optimize it. Maybe someone can write down in the comment how they clean the tracks after painting them. So, and then Sven Magnus thought it's time to green that region. So he started to put glue and all these bushes and grass we could find. We have quite a huge stock on it. So, and then I went to the General Assembly of the Model Railroad Association in Norway, because this year it was close to Oslo. And yeah, it was boring, political stuff, nothing special, just voting about things, you know, like. And yes, obviously me, I had to do something else in that time because it's not so much place there to work with two people, so I kept working on the mast. So I have produced more, and I had to prime them. So you see, in April we still had quite a lot of snow. This year in Norway, also in the eastern part, there was snow until after Easter. So, and then I had to get more mast I have there. And to make it easier to paint and it's not blown away, I slightly glue them to the base with a bit of Bondic, just to hold it in place. Yeah, and you see it starts to get summer because it's not night anymore when we are in the train room. So, and then it was just to paint the mast, and I try not to make them the same, so just to show the difference in weathering. And we had also reballasted that area, and I had to control that the train still runs, and obviously a lot of cleaning was required. So I have this car with some light in front, so I can see guess what the problem might be if the train stops. And I have to remove the ballast around the third rail. So for the people doing working with Märklin and tracks, especially the K-tracks, how do you handle the ballasting? Please write it down in the comments. So, and then Sven Magnus continue with putting trees on the hill. So since it's a very close to the viewers, we put the most expensive trees we have there, so it actually looks nice. So as soon as trees were mounted, I could finally start to put in the masts, so it actually starts to look good. So this is like now our photo place in case you want to photograph rolling stock driving up there, because it looks finally like a model railroad. So, and then I installed all the masts as painted on the main line in the back. And then Sven Magnus was not happy with the ballasting we had done there, so I started to redo it. And then I was redoing the ballasting. Yeah, there is some stuff we haven't filmed much. There was like our live stream where Sven Magnus installed a decoder in a locomotive. There was some people watching it, but we had hoped for more feedback from the viewer while doing that. And also in May we got a visit of a grandmother and her grandson, because he's very into model railroading, so we showed him everything. And yeah, he already has a 3D printer, which is great. Still we have hope that yeah, children and young people are still doing model railroading. So you can check the pictures of that visit are on Facebook. The ballasting took a bit longer than planned. Maybe I should get this ballast machine to make it quicker, because we are spending a lot of time to make it good, and then we are spending even more time to make it run again. So on here I'm fixing the masts with the screws and the bolts and everything. Unfortunately I cannot put the camera there. Maybe in another place I can show it when we are coming to that place. And obviously clumsiness like usual. So that's for this time. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I hope to see you soon again in the train room.